1 whole minute until I hold my thoughts. Countdown. This is the countdown. Countdown. This is the countdown. This is the countdown. This is the time. Countdown. It's almost here. Look, everybody, it is almost done. 3, 2, 1,
And we're live! Hello all and welcome to INVICTUSCON 2023!
It's an exciting day, Harlan.
Oh my god, it's an exciting day! I am just about ready to blow my
Top.
That's right. It's INVICTUSCON 2023!
Woo!
Ladies, gentlemen, non-binary friends, welcome!
I hope you brought your lanyards.
I hope you brought your lanyards!
And your deodorant.
Lots of deodorant. Always a problem at conventions. Welcome.
You don't have to worry about it
You don't have to
because
worry
we're
about
all online.
We're all here together. Welcome. If this is your first INVICTUSCON, you are in for a surprise. To a degree, we're going to say you're in for a surprise until now.
Because we're going to be telling you what you're going to be in for.
You don't even know what you're in
for the rest of the evening and the weekend. Whew.
It's gonna be a whole thing. So
this is the fourth annual INVICTUSCON. How do you feel about that, Harlan?
I feel pretty good.
We started this whole thing because, I hate to say it, because of the pandemic.
That's right. Because of the damn pandemic.
Yeah. March of 2020. Yeah. Everyone had lots of plans that got canceled, and it took us a week to plan this convention. The first year that we ran it.
It was fucking weird.
Yeah, because Breakout Con was canceled, and we knew that everyone had a little bit of gaming in their system that they wanted to do.
Let's be honest now. So the real reason this all started is because of a previous friend of the stream, Bob Lyle, who joined us for a few streams here and there. Shout out to Bobby, who I actually spoke to not so long ago. I forgot to tell you. Who's doing well. Who's very excited that Dennis Collins is in Malevolent. But Bob Lyle, back on, I think it was Facebook days, was like, oh, you know what? There's no conventions this year because of COVID. Y'all should put on your own convention.
And we're like, no.
And he said y'all, because they're from New Mexico or something. Anyway, and it was like a week turnaround, and we're like, okay, fine, let's do it. And
we did it.
Ground it out in a week. And even that first year we had panel. Was it the first year?
We did not have panels.
We didn't have panels. That's right. It was the next year that we started to up it.
But we did have community games.
We did have the community's hype. Look at all these wonderful people getting all hyped up.
Hi, everyone.
Look at this little cute face.
Oh, he's so happy.
We got tons of people here. Pandemic, not pog.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know
I'm
either,
too
but
old.
I agree, probably. But yeah, 4 years ago, wow. And it was started as a little baby con, and now we're here, and who knows where the future comes. Every time we do this, we always say...
It gets bigger and brighter.
One of these years, it's just going to be in person. So get ready for that.
We can't fit all those people in our house.
We could try.
We're setting up the basement pillow fort right now.
Yeah, get ready, everybody. We got one giant ass blanket.
To start us off for this weekend, I wanted to talk a little bit about the community games that we have going on.
Oh yeah, talk about them games.
First of all, I wanted to say thank you so much to everyone who's volunteered to run a game this weekend, who's given their time and energy and creativity for this weekend. Several people have volunteered to run multiple games, and some people are running games for the very first time. So be nice to your GMs. But I'm really proud of the turnout that we have. It's the biggest turnout that we've had so far for our Invictus cons.
Really?
Getting bigger and better every year.
Wow.
So yeah, that's going to be starting up tomorrow morning. We're going to have 3 game slots tomorrow and 2 on Sunday. I should say time slots, rather. There are many, many games happening at each time slot. Now, before I talk about the open slots that we have, I just wanted to do a quick note about safety.
We got to talk about safety.
Safety first,
Joel,
everyone.
Can we talk about safety, please?
I love safety. Your community GMs will be using safety tools during their games this weekend. They should be giving you a brief before the game about what those are and how to use them.
Yeah.
So that's very important.
Like using safety tools. Look, safety tools are there for everybody.
Absolutely.
You don't have to use them if you don't want to. If you're like, I don't have any X card stuff. That's great. That's fine. But some people might. So respect the safety tools. They're there for a reason.
It's especially important when you're playing with strangers because, I mean, when you're hanging out with your husband and your best friends
Down the street.
You kind of know sometimes where everyone's lines are, right?
Yeah.
But when you're with strangers, you don't know that. And you need to make sure that everyone is feeling okay. So make sure that you are educated about those safety tools before you begin the game.
And if you're mid-game and something happens, that makes you feel uncomfortable or unsafe, and your GM is not responding to you, ping a cultist, a mod. We want to make sure that everyone is feeling safe and that your experience is as awesome as possible.
Absolutely.
So there's plenty of people around the Discord to be making sure everything is going smooth as butter.
Smooth?
But like nice butter, like
butter.
melted butter, Butter that goes... Who brushes bread with melted butter?
Me.
I don't even know. You know what I want to try? Fairy bread. Anyway.
Oh, does that have sprinkles on it?
Yeah, I think it's Australian.
Sounds good.
Or New Zealand.
I used to make sandwiches with... Did you ever toast bread and then just put butter with sugar and
Yes,
cinnamon on
sugar.
top?
That's the Canadian way.
That's some good shit.
That's some good
Okay,
shit.
so enough from us about safety. Thank you so much to all the GMs who are running. Quickly, before we move on from the community games, I wanted to say if you have not yet signed up for a game this weekend, you are not too late. You need to go to the Warhorn. You need to connect your Discord to your Warhorn account. It's a little bit tricky, but a lot of people have done it. So if you need some help, just post in the chat and people will walk you through
You
it.
can do it. You can do it. If
We
you don't
have
believe
got
in yourself, you can do it.
a couple of slots open for the following games: The Witch is Dead, Fire and Brimstone, Honey Heist. How is there a slot open for Honey Heist?
Don't you
still?
like honey?
Don't you like heists? Consuming Thoughts, The Darkened Forest, The Great Train Robbery, Call of Cthulhu Lost, and The Great Brindlewood Bay Bake Off all have slots open.
Brindlewood Bay, if you haven't played it, is awesome. You all play grannies. You all play old women.
I've never played it.
Yeah.
I thought it was a play on The Great British Bake Off,
No,
but like
well, I think it
Brindlewood
is.
being like
It is, but
Okay.
Brindlewood Bay is you play a bunch of old women.
very cool.
I mean, and Call of Cthulhu is always a blast. Honey Heist is awesome. I don't know what The Witch is Dead, but it sounds great.
And these are only 1 or 2 slots per game, so everything's pretty much booked up, but there are still slots, I think, on all-time slots.
Yeah.
So if you're free this weekend and you want to get some gaming in, definitely take a look.
Get it on. Speaking of, what else is on this weekend? There's a ton of channels that are opening up right now or after the stream. We got a costume gallery, safe for work only. If you do
Please.
something not safe for work, you're going to get deleted and booted. So don't do that. It'd be a silly move. It's not a contest per se, but just somewhere to show off your fun outfits, Make sure you sign the photo with INVICTUSCON 2023 written on it so that we know that you did it. And then it's full of accolades and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
And,
so-
and we know you dressed up for this weekend in particular.
If you're like a cosplayer or if you're not and you just have a cool costume that you want to wear today, go for it. Show us your little sign.
Or if you're a
and-
cottage player, which is when you dress up like a big cottage. I've heard that's coming back in a big way.
Oh, it was popular and
Yeah.
now it's coming back.
It was in the Lincoln times.
Lincoln.
The Minecraft server is also open to the public for the weekend, which means if you like Minecraft, you can check it out. This is what the patrons get all the time. I might even jump on. the
As
Minecraft
an
server, too.
assurance to the patrons, we have created a backup of the world
Yeah.
so that if the gates open and we're flooded with griefers, your world will be preserved.
Yeah,
so
you
don't
get
worry.
Deleted.
I believe a couple of years ago we had like a welcome center that they built for the spawn point for
Yeah.
new people,
Yeah,
which was
the-
really adorable.
A little. What's it called?
Just like a little welcome cabin.
Yeah, like the warp in, I guess. or
Yeah, yeah.
however the kids call it. But yeah, we have that. Minecraft server is open for everybody. The Looking for Game channel for online gaming is also open, which means if you... look. It's Diablo 4 open beta weekend. Listen, you should be playing RPGs and hanging out with your friends
But
at
if
the convention.
but if you don't want to do that,
If you're sitting in the hallways of the convention and on your laptop and trying to get a little LAN together, it's a perfect place to do it.
exactly. You want to play some Left 4 Dead?
Sure.
Do people play that still?
Yeah. I mean, we played it on the Rusty Quill stream, so yeah.
It was fun, actually. I liked it.
Yeah. That's okay. I mean, I'm more into the new, but that's just me and my brain.
That's fair. That's fair.
But looking for game channels are open, so you can definitely hook up with some people. Obviously, all the same safety tools apply and all that kind of stuff too. If you're uncomfortable, hit up a cultist or a mod, and we're gonna boot someone if they have to. But look, the most part, this is a really fun convention. It has been for 4 years in a row. And if this is your first convention, don't be the person to start being a jerk to people. We've always had a rule in our Discord: don't be a jerk. And so far, it's done really, really well for us. Because I think this community is special, obviously. Where's my aw button? Aww. Wait, there we go. But also, we have a great deal of companionship and joy in seeing everyone get the best out of every interaction. So when it comes to the games, when it comes to playing, try to make some friends. Don't try to rub... I want to say rub noses, but that's not the thing.
When
butts.
you're being really antagonistic towards someone, you just
noses.
rub their nose.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
And finally, also, quotes. If there's something funny that happened, make sure you post it for posterity. Everyone wants to know what's going on in every game. Feel free to share your little stories. And that sounded really demeaning. Share your little stories. Share your little things
That's
that
your
happen.
dad talking about what we do.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Have fun with your little stories.
Role-playing James. Yep, so those are some of the channels that are going to be opening right after this. On top of the games, the looking for video games, the costume competition, we have an incredible artist alley that's going to be opening up in very short order. Yeah. We've got 2 full handfuls of artists. Just look, turn to your left, turn to your right. One of those people is going to be
to the left.
Your next best favorite artist.
Yeah, for
so
real.
we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've got 9 different artists that we are featuring on our channel. Each of them has an individual sub channel. What do we even have?
Yeah, whatever.
Sub channel. Where they are going to be demonstrating their craft, showing you some of their favorite pieces of work. Some of them are soliciting. What is it called?
Soliciting.
It's a C word.
They're selling?
Yeah, there's...
Commissions.
Thank you. Soliciting for commissions. Yeah. So if you want some work made, you can go there and purchase their stuff. And it's very exciting.
Oh, man. I mean, obviously, as we've been building all this out during the months, and I say we, it's not we, and we're going to get to who it is in a second, but... as it's been happening, I've been seeing all the art being uploaded. Shout out, I have to always shout out to Rob Donaldson. Rob Donaldson is the artist. If you enjoy Malevolent, Deviser, and you're like, ooh, all the visuals of this, it's Rob. Me and Rob are... Who's that dude who does the albums covers?
Stanley Donwood?
He's my Stanley Donwood.
For Radiohead? You're Radiohead and he's Stanley.
I mean, I'm definitely no Radiohead, but...
You are! I just said you are.
But, I all of my projects have that Rob Donaldson seal of approval, who is extremely talented. So
his channel is called The Desk Kept.
Well, The Desk
CPT?
of the Captain. Yeah,
Captain?
Desk Captain. Desk CPT. So definitely check him out. I mean, don't get me wrong. All of these artists are fantastic. All of them are really, really cool. Obviously, Carly Annie Empire has been like the longest everything. I owe her so much. See, I can't do this. I always do this because I start tipping that iceberg.
And then you're like, but I have to mention this next.
There's like 50 people I could mention that I should mention. We already mentioned Bob Lyle. I didn't mention Aisha. I should mention Aisha too. But anyway, look. When it comes to art, Rob Donaldson, for all the Malevolent fans out there, definitely swing by him. And when it comes to good people, swing by Carly. Anyway, but yeah, those are all going to be open as soon as our stream is done here, which won't be too long from now. Mm-hmm. And beyond that, when it comes to the Discord, there's other little things popping up here and there. So keep an eye open.
Absolutely.
And diligent.
We have got some social events also happening this weekend. It would not be a convention if you weren't able to walk out of the convention center and go and eat some nachos with some people that you just met and are very excited about.
Yeah.
So we are hosting
a nacho night.
We're hosting 2 different social events. There is a cocktail hour happening this evening.
Correct.
A little bit more of a schwanky affair.
Schwanky. That's for... Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, what is it?
I was going to say it's for patrons only.
It is, yes.
And if you are a Patreon, keep an eye on the Patreon. We'll be giving you a link directly to the Discord channel there. You will have access to it as well, but in case you're lost, we'll shoot that out around.
And to be clear, it's for our upper tier patrons, so the shamers
$25 and higher,
and the great old ones too.
Yes, not that we don't love and appreciate every single one of you,
but we can only have a maximum of 25 people on a video call at once,
which we're gonna figure out.
Well,
that's a tonight problem.
You know, that's a 2 hours from now problem. I solicited. That's the word of the night. RSVPs from people, and I didn't hit 25. So I think we should be okay.
Great. Pony boy.
Harlan and I are going to do a little dress up. We're going to have some beverages. We're going to have some canapes. My fake lanyards.
Shirt?
I'm wearing lanyards with nothing on the bottom.
This is my Dice Shame emotional support goat.
Wait.
Steven. So that's tonight from 9 till 10 or
Ish.
upside down question mark.
Yeah.
Join
Why
us.
upside down?
I don't know. Oh, it's a quote from Community because she's doing a Spanish party and anyway, it doesn't matter.
That's good.
Tomorrow night at the same time, I think 9.
After the final game.
No, after the Malevolent Q&A.
Correct.
Yeah.
I forgot to write that in our notes.
Yes, the Malevolent Q&A is also tomorrow night. Well, actually, we should do this in order. So that's tonight.
It's too late.
Tomorrow morning at 11 is our first panel, the Game Designers Panel, starring the 2 from MacGuffin & Co., Sasha Sienna and Johnny Sims, as well as Tim Woods and Sam Lee, the creator of Anamnesis. And then previously, Tim was the creator of Green Knight RPG, which we've run on here. And then MacGuffin & Co. do a bunch of stuff. But they also do one called Pit Crawler, which is really cool. And a lot of you Malevolent fans will know Johnny Sims from...
Magnus Archives?
The Magnus Archives. Blanked for a second.
That show.
Although that's not the purpose of the panel. But if you're interested in other things that he and his lovely wife have worked on... then make sure you check that out because I think it's going to be really fascinating.
Yep. At 3 p.m. we are having a sound designer panel.
Yes.
It's very exciting. That's
Very,
all I
very
can say.
exciting.
Harlan was the one who organized
Oh
this.
man, we got people from the Moon Crown, Omega Star 7. We got people from Wayland Productions. If you've ever heard We're Alive, we have one of the sound designers from that. We have Esther from Goblet Wire and Station Blue, which actually we just found out. Esther was saying that she just found out that Station Blue is being adapted into like a YouTube series, which is really cool.
Very cool.
And because I don't have it in front of me, of course, I forgot the last person. Oh no, Jen from Afflicted and Nightlight Pod. Tons, like, I'm actually surprised at how high quality the sound designer panel is. It's very, very cool.
So if you want to learn more about what it takes to make audio productions, definitely tune in.
My apologies. Sasha's spouse, my apologies.
There we go.
But yeah, if you want to learn more about sound designer, all that kind of stuff, that's the panel to check out. It's amazing. Like the amount of talent in the sound designer panel alone is...
I'm starstruck.
Yeah, for real though. I mean, anyone who's heard any of those audio dramas will know that this is like high quality productions that are putting them on. And Malevolent's not even on there, so we were on the first panels. We'll come back every 5 years.
That's right.
To be on our own panels.
They've already seen enough of us.
Yeah, exactly. And then finally at 7 p.m. all of this is in Eastern Standard Time, he said at the end of it, we have the horror writer panel with Tanya Ransom from Afflicted and Nightlight Pod as well. We have our friend Emily Kellogg from Parkdale Haunt, William A. Wellman, also our friend who will be tonight from Hello from the Hallowoods, and Benar from Tiny Terrors. And all of these people have written, and Silt Versus, and all these people have written their own short stories and novels. So we're actually going to be focusing more on their kind of out of pod stuff. So more of their writing in the literary
novels.
Yeah, because frankly, we've heard a lot of the podcast stuff from them on their own individuals, but this is kind of the meat and potatoes of horror writing, which is really exciting. I am pumped for that as well. All wonderful, wonderful, wonderful people. And as I was saying that, it just reminded me of something, and I forgot something else I was going to say.
When you were talking about meat and potatoes?
Yeah, I'm hungry. No, I was going to say something else. Writer panel. Oh, and they're all being moderated by Nathan.
Yay!
I was like, I'm
We're missing a
something
key
here.
piece of the sandwich.
Yeah. From Reckless Attack, and a fantastic
and Reckless A Talk, which is their interview talk show.
Yeah, it is a TTRPG podcast as well, or actual play podcast. You can check them out. Again, Nathan will tell you all about that as they go through the moderation. So, but it's been, Nathan is extremely talented. There's a lot of awesome questions that he's going to be asking everybody. And
Nathan's great. You guys are going to love the panels.
It is a lot. I mean, sad that James couldn't do it this year. James has been working, and we love James for doing it last year. And James is always welcome back to do it. Nathan stepped in to help us out because I look tired. Like, you can see me.
You do. It's almost like you've been working on multiple podcasts at the same time.
Burnt out. Anyway, so yeah, those are the Saturday panels, and then at 8:00.
And then
on Saturday at 8:00, all the patrons have submitted questions about Malevolent.
I don't know if all of them have.
Well, some. Regardless, there have been questions submitted.
If you have a burning question about Malevolent, about how it's made, about what happens,
when
about
they're gonna die.
I mean, everyone wants to know when Arthur's
None
gonna
of these
finally bite
questions
it.
and more.
You can still submit your questions. Someone will post the link to the Google form, the Google Drive question asking form.
Yeah.
Which is what they're called now. And tune in, because Harlan is going to be answering every single question with 100% honesty and integrity at 8 p.m. tomorrow. So he's going to...
None of that's agreed to.
He's going to tell you everything about the show.
But I will be sitting here eating Gardettos and talking with all of you.
Yeah, it's going to be really chill. It's going to be
It's
just
nice that I worked Gardettos into it, because now I can legitimately eat during a thing, and people will be like, oh, he's doing the thing. And I'm like, yeah.
It's from the show.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. But yeah, so that's
going to be fun.
8:00 till 9:00 till, again, question mark, because I think it probably will bleed into the pub night a little bit, depending.
9 p.m. tomorrow night until, again, upside down question mark, we are going to be hosting a pub night. This is going to be audio only because sometimes the pub gets rowdy and more than 25 people come in.
Yeah.
We are going to be chilling out, chatting, hanging around. There's going to be a text channel as well, I believe. So if you don't feel comfortable being on voice chat, but you still want to chill, you can come and hang. Yeah, it's going to be good. Have a drink, get to know each other.
Water.
Water. I mean, a drink is just a liquid, right? You could drink a big cup of saliva if you felt
urine.
like it.
But yeah, and just
Which
to go
one's
back
worse?
to the Malevolent Q&A, it probably will go late because I do remember now, and I'm remembering this second, or rather a few seconds ago, that the Malevolent went over, and I remember being like, oh, I want to answer more of these, and people want to hear more. And we cut it short, and I regretted it, and I think people were not upset, but they were like, oh.
I don't want anyone to flip a car out of
Well, but now
protest.
I'm realizing there's also much more people probably wanting questions answered. So, Malevolent will probably bleed into the pub night, and then it will just devolve into the pub night. Because I remember last time the problem was we cut it at like 9, and then people were just asking me questions at the pub night.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, that kind of defeats the purpose. So what I probably will do is I'll keep it going, and then the pub night can go on for people who aren't interested in hanging out, and then we'll just all flood to the pub after.
No biggie.
Everyone's going to the pub. Yeah, so that is the order of events. And then 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard on Sunday, we close it all down.
We do. Harlan and I are going to be having a quick little stream, just like we are right now, doing our closing ceremonies.
Thanking everybody.
Talking about all the best times.
Talking about everyone's favorite moments. And thanking somebody who absolutely needs a big thank you, who we will thank at the end of the stream on Sunday, but also we'll thank now. Ash has been, I don't even know, what's a bigger word than...
Instrumental?
Yeah, that's not big enough, though.
Integral?
Yeah? Super integral.
Supra.
Supra-tegral. Ash has been super, super, super integral to making this convention happen.
Can I just say, from the beginning, helping us get the war horn together, putting together all of the submissions for all of the GMs, individually by hand signing up all of the patrons to all of the games that they wanted, helping out everyone with their questions on the Discord, setting up all of the channels for everyone to enjoy during all of the crazy events that are happening this weekend, moderating conversations, just everything, all of the bots, and I don't even know all of the details of all the things that Ash put together to make this convention happen.
Nothing says more about it than the fact that the amount that we don't know. But yeah, no, Ash, this exists this year because of Ash.
Entirely.
We 100% were like, whoa, there's so much. And, you know, for the small amount that we did and the large amount that Ash did, they deserve an absolute applause.
100%.
But yeah, so
you are actually going to be able to see Ash in person, or
tonight,
I guess live.
in about half an hour when we go live with our 7 o'clock All-Star game.
Absolutely.
The All-Star game is featuring, man, so many of our lovely friends. William A. Wellman, Erica, no last name, Alex Nersal, Joe and myself, obviously. James Schwartz got off work and is coming.
Nice.
Jay Strotman, yeah.
Ash will be there.
Yeah.
I think we've got 9 or 10 of us on stream together.
There's 6, I think.
Oh, I don't know. That's not how many are in the chat.
Garbar couldn't make it because they got Texas tomorrow. Oh, well, then obviously Ash.
Alex, Ash, William, you, James, me,
1, 2, 3,
Jay,
4, 5,
Erica.
6, 8. Which is great.
I said 8 or 9.
8 are great. I think you said 9 or 10. You know what? Doesn't matter. It's on video,
We'll
and
never
I'm probably
know.
wrong anyway.
Aww.
But yeah, we're gonna be playing. We're gonna be playing very, very soon in half an hour.
Yep.
Which gives you time to poke around the channels, familiarize yourself with what's going on, and join the Discord if you haven't already. Obviously.
What are you even doing?
What are you even doing? But yeah, I think that's it.
I think that's it.
Did we do all the things?
Panels, costume, artist alley,
Artist alley.
social events.
We did.
You're not going to eat the Reaper chip, that's for sure.
I'm not.
Nah.
Do I have to?
No, you don't.
I don't
I'm reading my
remember.
notes from 2 years ago.
2 years ago I ate the Reaper
2 years
chip.
ago, you ate the Reaper chip.
I don't know if my heart could handle it this year. Probably could.
Your blood pressure.
My blood pressure. Does spicy food spike your blood pressure?
I think spicy food heals you.
Does it make it better?
Yeah.
Then I should eat double the.
You should
spicy
eat twice the spicy chip. Two
chip. Twice
times.
the spice. 2 times the spice. But yeah, I think that's it. I'm not ready to go.
You don't want to leave?
I'm not ready to go.
We can hang out. What do people do when they're just hanging at a convention? They're like, hey, you want to go and wait in line for a slice of pizza that costs $12?
No, we should.
And then the other person says, yeah. And then someone walks by and coughs right on you.
In your mouth, and then you go home because you got fucking COVID. But yeah, no, remember that this is INVICTUSCON. Have fun, be nice to people, respect people.
Don't be a
keep
jerk.
Respect going forward. I mean, it's really important. It's just games. I know people hate when I belittle it, but that's the truth. They're just games. Don't get upset by them. Let it go. If your character dies an untimely death, just make it a memorable one and have fun with it.
Absolutely.
Because at the end of the day, this is all about having some fun. And remember, this is a convention, so hang out in the alleys, halls, not the alleys, the hallways. Feel free to hit up people, you know, and invite them to game rooms if they want to talk. Do all that kind of fun and lovely stuff, because that's what conventions are for. And if you haven't been to a convention, welcome to your first convention.
Welcome.
Welcome.
All right. We'll see you guys in half an hour.
All right. See you back here half an hour for the All-Star game. It's an end of the world game, and I think you're going to have fun. See you and enjoy the convention.
Bye.
Bye.